Hey, Fezzi, we got some Ozzy Osbourne tickets to give out tonight.
It's Ozfest 2003. That's coming up Friday, August 22nd. It's going to be at the Nissan Pavilion. On the bill, Ozzy Osbourne, the man, featuring Korn, Disturbed, Marilyn Manson, Trust Company, and Chevelle. Now, those tickets are on sale now at all Ticketmaster locations and online at cc.com, or you can win them right here on Ron and Fez.
Mikey D told me that Ozzy is his hero, and I'm going, how can Ozzy still be your hero after the last 2 years of that stupid show?
Ozzy is his hero?
And he just feels like he's not going to watch it. He doesn't watch that show so he can keep Ozzy as his hero.
So he's trying to remember Ozzy the way he was.
Yeah.
And keep the hero worship going.
Did you ever dress up like Ozzy? Were you one of those guys?
I sure did.
Out of all the metal guys, who was your idol?
Had to be Ozzy. It was from Black Sabbath days all along, man.
How about now?
Now I still, know who Ozzy. I love Ozzy. I mean,
Right.
but that's
You're
not.
romantic.
It's not the Ozzy that I grew up with, seeing him on the show. So when I get some old DVDs of his old stuff, whenever Lene sees it, she doesn't know who that is. So I have to say, no, that's Ozzy. That's who you watch, when you're watching the Osbournes.
Like the people who like young Elvis.
Right, exactly.
I only like the last Elvis. Actually 24 hours.
Really?
That was my favorite Elvis. All right, we'll give out a pair of tickets to Ozfest. 866-277-4969. 866-277-4969. Did you ever idolize anyone and now you kind of look back on it, that they were your hero, you kind of picked up stuff, and were embarrassed about it? I think that's the angle on this.
Yeah, did your hero worship go a little bit too far?
When I was really little, there used to be a lot of cowboy shows on TV, and Gunsmoke. I was like really small, like 3 or 4, and my dad would let me stay up. And do you remember the beginning of Gunsmoke, where it would start with him shooting?
Oh, yeah, James Arness, yeah. Yep.
I would be in my pajamas, have on a cowboy hat, and things, and drawl against him, right? And then get shot over the coffee table. Every single week. That was the big thing. And then I couldn't even watch the show. I had to go to bed from there. And then my dad would call me Tex, and I was really thinking, cowboy stuff. And then when I went out to play, I told people my name was Tex. All my initial friends.
How embarrassing.
My first friends I ever had in the world I lied to. And then later I had to go back and go, okay, remember that Tex thing?
That's the worst.
That's a lie. I'm wrong. It was very... And I think I thought my name was Tex. Because I loved it so much, thinking, well, when they see me, they see a cowboy like me. So I literally had to go out and start... And right off the bat, I'm the same as I am now. I'm just a lying son of a bitch.
The pajama cowboy,
Yeah,
Tex.
pajama cowboy. And I think I've only ridden like 3 or 4 horses since. I don't know what happened. I think what I really idolize is, people who have TV shows.
With me, I used to embarrass my father to no end because I was a kid and I loved the $6 Million Man. I thought that thing was great. And I didn't go anywhere where I didn't just walk in slow motion.
No way.
And my dad would tell me to, come on, would you hurry up? And I go, I'm running. And I would be in slow motion. And, yeah, anytime I looked at anything, I would make the eyeball noise. You know how he had that telescope eye? I would go...
Your dad told me about that, and he said you were 17 when you used to do that.
I was not.
And he said it was the Bionic Woman and not the $6 Million Man.
It was $6 Million Man Steve Austin.
Stone Cold?
This was Bionic Stone Cold Steve Austin.
All right, that's how we'll give out Ozfest tickets. You can get them here before you can buy them, right?
That's right. Ozzy coming to town at the Nissan Pavilion on Friday night, August 22nd with Ozfest.
866-277-4969. Tell us about that hero that you had when you were younger that you're now a little bit embarrassed about. We'll give out a pair of tickets to the best. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
It's Friday night. We're Ron and Fez. Ozfest tickets on the line. Ozfest 2003 coming to the Nissan Pavilion. That's going to be Friday night, August 22nd. We got tickets you can win right here. Talking about those episodes of hero worship in your life. that may have gone a little too far when you really just idolize someone too much.
And now that you're older, you're a little bit embarrassed about it. So, Mikey, it's not just who you also happen to worship. So if somebody calls up and they go, hey, Iron Maiden, no, that's no reason for you to give them the prize.
Okay.
We're looking for really embarrassing hero worship stories.
All right, here is Coy. Coy, no matter who he picks, will go into the lead, and only one person can win. Mikey will pick the reigning champion, Coy.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Who was your hero worship?
Vanilla Ice, the first reincarnation.
The first reincarnation.
I'll say this: word to your mother.
Not the remake. The very first one. I was in 5th grade, and man, the cut eyebrows and the slick back hair and everything.
You did the cut eyebrow?
Yeah, shaved my eyebrows a little bit.
Did you make everybody stop, hesitate, and listen?
Yeah,
I don't know if I know another song that he had other than that Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go.
Yeah, from the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I had all the ladies.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was in a movie.
Oh, yeah.
I just, All right, so you're in first place no matter what.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
All right, that's a pretty embarrassing one. Vanilla Ice.
That's frightening that you're actually trying to look like Vanilla Ice.
All right, John, you got to beat him. Who did you used to idol worship, John?
Dude, I idol worship?
Yes, sir.
Well, actually, I got a better idea. Why don't we give the tickets to your 2 interns, and then they can go to the Ozfest, then Ozzy can bite off the head of the silent speaker.
Here is Robin. Robin, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Robin.
Hey, now I actually used to worship. Hostess used to run a commercial for Ding Dong, and they had a little animated character that danced. And for a couple of years, that's how I greeted people, was with the Hostess Ding Dong man
I don't
dance.
even remember this at all. Now, how old were you?
I'm almost ashamed to say I think I was in junior high.
Really?
Wow.
So it was just very funny to you at the time?
It was. I thought it was hilarious. My parents were mortified.
Could you do some of the greeting for us?
There were no words. It was just a little movement with throwing your hands in the air and kicking one leg up like a happy ding dong.
Like the big Fig Newton. Here's the tricky part. Mikey D, what do you think of this ding dong?
I'm going to have to put his ding dong in the lead.
All right, there you go. That's surprising. Hold on so far. The lead's already changed hands. Here comes Elizabeth. Elizabeth, you're on Run of Fez.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, baby.
Hi, Elizabeth.
I idolized my junior and senior year Tupac Shakur. I dressed like him. I wore the bandana. He died, and I still believe he was alive.
Oh, that must have been horrible when you have someone that you hero worship so bad and they die.
When is the last time that someone died and we all believed it? It's been a while.
It doesn't happen anymore.
I think Kennedy started with, no, he's not dead.
And no one has died since.
Well, at least
No,
Tupac
now
was
it's
kind of hip, though, Not like the Ding Dong Man. What do you think, Mikey?
Going to have to stay with Robin and the ding dong.
All right, nice one, Elizabeth.
Thanks.
All right, see ya.
We had a kid in high school. He loved to dress like John Belushi and the Blues Brothers.
Was his name Harry?
No, it wasn't Harry. And when Belushi died, oh my gosh, that kid was beside himself. It was just awful.
Here's Steve. Steve, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey, buddy.
Ever since I was about 5, I used to worship Kiss. When they had the makeup on, I used to love them and dress like them. And then in the 90s, I was pretty embarrassed when they did like the whole Crazy Nights. They were pretty much embarrassment. I couldn't admit I liked them.
Actually, I thought they were an embarrassment in the 70s. Mikey, you're a big Kiss fan, right?
Yes, I am.
Telling us that Kiss is now touring with Aerosmith this summer?
They will be touring with Aerosmith.
You be at that show?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because,
Not allowed in?
No.
The restraining order from Gene Simmons?
Ace is not there, and neither is Peter.
It's all Ace? Phil?
Yeah,
Ace is your guy?
Ace and Peter were my big guys.
All right. You like the
Wow.
non-man.
This is the unluckiest tour ever for you.
What do you think? Kiss?
I have to stay with Robin.
All right, because a lot of kids got into Kiss.
George and John were his favorite Beatles, too. It's been a rough year.
Here's Pete. Pete, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Pete.
What's up, buddies?
Yeah, buddy.
1988, I was 5 years old. Bush and Dukakis were running for president. I have no idea. I absolutely idolized Michael Dukakis at 5 years old. I had my mom go out and I got a picture of him to put it on a shirt. I would wear it to school. I didn't even know how to spell Democrat or Dukakis. I have no clue why I liked him. But for some reason, I was glued to the TV every time this man spoke. I don't know if it was his eyebrows or what, but I was glued to the TV when I
This is
saw
the
him.
cutest effing story I've ever heard. A 5-year-old kid who loved Michael Dukakis.
When he lost, I was in tears.
I was going to say, you had to have just been crushed the way he got whipped in that election.
Now, Fez, he used to idolize Olympia Dukakis, so too bad he didn't grow up with this kid.
From Steel Magnolias.
It was so bad that I used to watch Family Ties when Michael J. Fox would always be carrying around a picture of Bush. I got so pissed at the TV.
Sure.
I was so mad.
What do you think about the kid who idolized the great Michael Dukakis, the tiniest little candidate we ever had?
I have to put Pete in the lead.
Yeah.
Pete and his hero worship, Michael Dukakis, is now in the lead for the Ozfest 2003 tickets.
I don't even think I've thought about Michael Dukakis in 12, 14 years.
No, I completely forgot. Was he the one? No, Mondale had Geraldine Ferraro. Dukakis had the tall, skinny guy from Texas. Lloyd Benson.
Oh, yeah. I must call him Lamont Cranston, who was the shadow. Here's Jeremy. Jeremy, you're on Ron and Fez. Turn your radio down. The drunk ass front should have told you.
What?
Yeah, your radio turned down? You ready to talk to us like big boy?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Right.
I'm on. My radio's down.
Okay, who did you hero worship?
I was idolizing Cyndi Lauper. She was like the first punk, female rock star, and she kept having that song, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And,
yeah, she was the first punk, Cyndi Lauper. You know, I will admit this, Fez, the other day I'm on the train, and I'm leaning up against the window, and I start making the little time after time thing.
Just put your hands in your palms.
I'm sorry? Cyndi Lauper.
What do you think about this boy who just wanted to have fun with the girls, Mikey?
She bop. She bop.
She bop, and I'm still staying with Pete and the Michael Dukakis.
Lose to the caucus.
Hey, Jeremy,
I thought it was supposed to be a rock star.
Yeah, no, it could be
any
whatever.
hero worship.
Hey, Jeremy, what was your favorite song by Cyndi Lauper?
Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Sure. Mine was Goonies. Mainly because it's their time up there, but it's our time down here. Two kids said tonight, I just want to tell her that kid, that little Goonie, grew up to be in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, as an elf? That's her favorite.
Rudy. He was the elf named Rudy. Eric, you're on Running Fast.
Eric.
Hey, what up, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
I worship Poison.
Ew.
When that first album came out with them on the cover and all the lipstick and makeup, I was intrigued.
Well, you know,
I actually wore Poison t-shirts to elementary school, too.
Yeah, did people think you were cool, or?
No, not at all.
Was your favorite Bret Michaels, or was it Ricky Rocket or C.C. DeVille?
I liked C.C. DeVille when I was
Or Bobby Doll.
Because I played guitar.
All right, that's bad.
Like him.
Hey, you know what? I didn't mind the first three, but by the time you know the fourth, you must have been into them too. You must have loved them, Fez.
I was into every Rose Had a Thorn, sure.
Just the one song or all of them?
No, I liked Hit It, C.C.
Yeah.
Whatever, Talk Dirty to Me.
Right.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I knew a guy who literally looked exactly like that with the high hair. He used to work at that Mr. T's Club 19.
Oh, nice.
Which stole as many other gimmicks as it could.
Right.
What do you think?
Poison worship, Mikey.
As much as I like Poison, I have to stay with Pete and Michael Dukakis.
All right, that's going to be tough to beat, the Michael Dukakis.
We'll see.
It was tough to beat in 88.
Basically, they're walking backwards, beat him. All because the man put on a helmet and got in a tank.
And let's ask him, what would you do if someone raped your wife?
Here's Jeff. Jeff, you're on the Fez.
Hey, Jeff. Jeff, what you got, buddy?
Go on, Jeff.
No, Jeff.
It's Tim. Tim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's happening? Hey, Chris, cool. Wore the clothes backwards, had the pants on. Funny thing happened, I had to put out like in 7th grade, had the pants on backwards. Tight pair of jeans, buttons, but not come undone when I need to go use the restroom. Ended up doing my pants, had to sit in the nurse's office so my mother could come
and
bring me a pair of pants.
What grade were you in?
7th.
7th grade and you crapped yourself.
No, I did the front,
Oh, you whizzed yourself.
In the back.
Because
in the back of his pants.
Crisscross made you jump. Now, I didn't know when he said crisscross, I didn't know whether he was in the jump crisscross or sailing takes me away, crisscross. Gonna ride like the wind. Think of Laura, laugh, don't cry, crisscross.
Moon in New York City. Now, with that means you wear pants that are just way too tight for you.
Yeah.
Nah, the answer I was in 7th grade, never combed my hair. Thought I was the coolest kid wearing my shirt and pants backwards.
Yeah, Pissy's the coolest. Everybody loves him. What do you think, Mikey?
I'm going to put Tim in the lead.
Wow.
Whoa. All right, Tim.
What did it for you? The pants on backwards?
Yeah, now that he wet himself.
All right, but it can't be just that you wet yourself like your idol.
I mean, and also he's in 7th grade. You know, that's pretty embarrassing that he's, still liking crisscross at that age.
Oh, was that? Well, they had a big hit.
Yeah.
High school kids listened to them.
They were young.
Those top 40 kids.
See, I like anything embarrassing where you actually take on the physical characteristics of the person you're emulating.
Sure.
You start dressing like that.
You put on a cape and you got me.
The other kid was wearing Michael Dukakis eyebrows.
866-277-4969. Dress up like an angel and you'll have me at Halo. Here is Dennis. Dennis on Run of Fez, the only one who gets me is Fez.
Hey, Dennis.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Who'd your hero worship?
Joe Friday from Dragnet.
What was it about Joe Friday?
I just like the music for Dragnet, but we used to go around playing detective when we were kids all the time. And
try to keep a straight face, try to be dry.
Yeah.
Just the facts.
Have you seen the new Joe Friday, the new Dragnet on TV?
Al Bundy?
Yeah.
No, I have not seen it.
I watched it. I thought it was terrific.
Really?
I thought it was the best cop show I saw in a while. I only caught one episode, but I'm going, this is effing great. He's a great cop. And he's like doing an update version of it, but he's still, well, just put it down. Still got the dry thing, which is always a killer.
How's the kid? The Empire Records kid.
Yeah, he's exactly the same.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm staying with Tim and the crisscross.
All right, here is Chris. Chris, you're on Run of Fez.
Go ahead, Chris.
Fez, what's up, man?
Hey, my buddy.
Hey, John Holmes.
How did your hero worship John Holmes?
Well, simply for the fact that those were all the tapes that were always stuffed away in a drawer that had no label on them. So me and all my friends were always like, wow, what are these? Then once we saw them, we looked down, we felt we were insufficient. And growing up, what boy didn't want to be able to have his girlfriend rub his knee and his Johnson at the same time?
All right, thanks for preparing some material. What do you think, Mikey?
I'll stay with Tim.
Okay.
Thank you.
866-277-4969. Here's Mark. Mark, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Mark.
Growing up, what boy didn't
Turn your radio down.
girlfriend rub his knee and his Johnson?
Turn your radio down, Mark.
Turn it down. Hey, how you doing there? How you doing there?
Yeah, what's your story, Mark?
Yeah, I like Burt Riddle.
How did you emulate him?
Oh, man, I used to wear tight pants and cap.
Just because you have the members only jacket doesn't mean that you look like Burt Reynolds.
866-277-4969 is the toll-free phone number. Tickets on the line to see Ozzy, part of Ozfest 2003. That's coming up Friday, August 22nd at the Nissan Pavilion. Ozzy, Korn, Disturbed, Marilyn Manson, Trust Company, Chevelle, all on the bill.
Here's Kenny, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah, buddy.
Go ahead, Kenny.
Yeah, I used to totally worship Michael Jackson when I was like 8 years old. And it's not so much that I worshiped him, it's just that now I'm a big old fat tattooist. And I used to wear the jacket and the glove and the glasses, go down to the arcade at the putt-putt, and try and pick up the women as Michael Jackson.
Oh, my gosh. You went out with the one glove on.
What do you think, Mikey?
I'm going to put Kenny in the lead.
All right, there you go. Michael Jackson.
Kenny has dethroned Tim, who went to school dressed like Chris Cross and wet himself.
Here's Jason, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Ron and Fez, how's it going?
Good.
What you got, buddy?
I grew up, I was a wrestler, so I loved George the Animal Steele.
You were a wrestler?
I was, I love wrestling. I was on the wrestling team, so I loved George. So one day, I was, this must have been about 1990, 91. I went to this set of a movie called Dead Man, starring Johnny Depp. And we were down in L.A., and George Animal Steele must have been really good friends with Johnny Depp. I think they were
in a movie together.
Yeah, it was Ed Wood.
Yeah.
They were in Ed Wood, so I guess they were really good friends. So I went up to him and said, Mr. Steele, I would love an autograph. And he goes, I don't do autographs Monday through Friday. Catch me on the weekend, kid. And that's it. And I'm not I guess I can't say I'm a big fan of his anymore, but I loved him growing up. I thought he was the man.
All right, thanks a lot. What do you think?
I've got to stay with Kenny.
I always like when you get to meet your hero when he disappoints you.
That's always hysterical. And those years of hero worship go by in an instant. They are gone.
F that guy 6 ways to Sunday.
As much as you love that person, that's how much you now hate them.
Right.
It's
You're a woman
hysterical.
scorned. You're suddenly the woman scorned.
We had a buddy who, Joe Morgan was his hero with the big red machine in Cincinnati. Finally got a chance to go up to Joe Morgan and ask him for his autograph. Got blown off, and still, to this day, cannot watch a game that Joe Morgan is even calling. Hates him so bad.
It just turns everything around for you. You cannot get back into it once that person hurts your feelings. Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, how y'all doing tonight?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I had a fascination with David Lee Roth.
Diamond
And I was in New York a couple weeks ago, and I heard him on the radio, and I'm so embarrassed that I even try to walk, talk, dress like him and everything. He was doing his own radio show now.
What station? Is he on Q104?
Well, I was just speaking. I was going
You
to
can
the
say it, Mikey.
front.
K-Rock.
What kind of shows
He was doing a guest DJ thing.
Oh, so it's not like
playing music, but he would talk for like 10 minutes in between each song.
Did you hear him do it, Mikey?
Yeah.
How was he?
He was bad.
How was he?
So this is Diamond Dave.
I got flushed in the face once I started hearing. I was like, oh my God, what is he reduced to now? A radio disc jockey.
What do you think?
I'm going to go with Mike and David Lee Roth.
All right, based on what?
Based on the fact that he dressed like him and all that.
Right.
You know?
Didn't a lot of people, though? Like with the Michael Jacksons, the David Lee Roths?
I could see you doing that, Mikey. Going out on the town as Diamond Dave.
He does it now. Look how he's dressed. Here's DC. You're on Run and Fez.
Hey, DC.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, buddy.
I told him that David Copperfield. When I was 11, I saw him on TV, and so I started trying to like do magic and all sorts of crap around back home, and it went off for a little while, but most of the time back home, people just laugh at you.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't be 11 years old in a tuxedo. That's the problem.
Right.
You know,
I would try to like blow the tight black jeans or a little white shirt, and I'd try to go like to the school and do crap.
Well, yeah, and they would always do that in your school. Then the kid would put on a top hat. And you're like, what? You know, you're at 5th grade. What's with the effing top hat? Is it the 1800s?
So I tried to stick with somebody.
What do you think, Mikey?
Chuck Norris or something. I'm from Texas, so he's pretty big. So I was like,
Mikey, what do you think?
I'm going to go with DC.
All right.
DC, you're in the lead with David Copperfield. DC stands for David Copperfield.
Yes, it does. That's why how he got his name. Here's Warren. Warren, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
What kind of made me a man as a kid, my idolization was the Nair girls back when I was sitting in my crib.
Who wears short shorts?
Who wears short shorts?
If you dare wear short shorts. Go ahead, buddy.
I used to dance around my crib singing "Who wears short shorts," and I used to beg my mom to shave my legs like that.
What no effing way. Now what? So it wasn't like you thought they were hot. You wanted to be a pretty girl dancing.
Exactly. Back then, yeah.
Yeah.
You wanted hot pants on.
Well, no, I wanted hot legs.
What he really wanted was a vagina, but his mom said, no, you gotta wait. What do you think of this one?
Maybe one day I'll grow.
I gotta go with Warren with the Nair girls.
All right, Warren, you're in first place now. Here's Matt. Welcome, Matt.
How you guys doing?
Go ahead, Matt. What's your story?
When I was in 2nd grade, me and my sister used to love the New Kids on the Block.
Well, New Kids on the Block had lots of hits.
I wore the t-shirt to school, and I had a peace medallion with their name in it. And I got the crap beat out of me every day by the 5th graders.
Why wouldn't I? They were already too old for it, huh?
With good reason.
Who was your favorite New Kid?
Actually, Danny, because no one liked him.
Danny was the kid who had the panic attacks?
He was the one, no, I think that was Donnie, but Danny was the one that was like the bigger guy.
His brother?
Let's see. Danny was the big stupid one.
The one that would try to rap all the time.
The dark-haired one. He would try to rap. He had the deep voice. Whenever they had to go down low.
I only liked the one who did Oprah and said that he had panic attacks. They couldn't leave his house.
That was Jonathan.
He's my favorite.
Jonathan Knight, Jordan Knight's brother. Instead of crying on Oprah, that was great.
Yeah, I like when anybody cries.
He had a huge breakdown. What do you say, Mikey?
I gotta stay with Warren.
All right, sorry, man. I liked it. Here's Ryan. We'll only take a couple more. Ryan, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Who'd you hero worship, Ryan?
Fish. The music group Fish.
All right, so what did you do to be like Fish?
I thought he meant Abe Vigoda.
I bought a $1,000 guitar to try to look like Trey. I've spent thousands and thousands on posters and CDs and concerts, and I'm 27,
And just for the past 10 years, I'm $17,000 in debt, and yet I still buy fish merchandise.
This is still going on. You love fish that much.
I love them that much.
What do you think?
Gotta stay with Warren.
Sorry, man. A lot of people are into fish. Here's Adam. Adam, you're on Fez.
Adam.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Yeah.
What's your story, Adam?
You might be able to relate to this. I grew up, my father was a comedian. I grew up listening to Flip Wilson records and all those TV shows. So all the years back in the late 70s and 80s, I would put on women's clothes, and I swear to God, my blackface makeup, and my dad would take me all around the neighborhood.
As Geraldine.
We got pictures. I got pictures to prove it. It's great.
Now, is your dad a comic that we would know?
No, he was horrible.
Oh.
He used to go to the DC Improv. His name was Steve Weil. He wasn't that good.
Steve Weil.
No, he was just an 80s hack guy.
Did he know Ron Moranian?
I have no idea.
All right, I thought maybe I was introduced to him once. Steve Wild's kid who would dress up like, and how old were you?
How old was I when I dressed up? I was probably 6.
Yeah, 6. What do you think?
The devil made him do it.
Gotta go with Adam and the blackface and the dressing up.
Number 1, here's Jeremy. Jeremy, you're on Fez.
Guys, Robin Fab, Milli Vanilli.
Yeah.
The long hair, the lip syncing, the whole works.
No,
man, it devastated me when I got their Grammys taken away.
Oh, that was
I
actually...
remember that to this day.
I hope it happens every New Year. I keep hoping take their Grammys back.
Bill, you know it's true.
Which one, that whole boom, 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 I love you. Which one killed himself?
I think Millie.
Was it Fab?
Fab? I don't know. I
don't know their names.
They're not Millie and Vanilli.
I think it was the white black guy, not the black guy.
Yeah. All right, so the white black guy killed himself?
Yeah.
He was my favorite.
Really golden tan.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you think?
I gotta stay with Adam.
Oh, man.
Right, sorry, bro. All right, let's take one more. Let's go to Rob. Rob, who's he got to beat, Mikey?
He's got to beat Adam, who dressed up like Flip Wilson.
Okay.
In drag.
Robbie, are you there?
Ron says, hey, welcome to DC, guys.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Well, back when I was a little kid, I was insane about Dukes of Hazzard. You know, the cars, you know, all the jumping and all that stuff. And I went and I got a Confederate flag belt buckle. Go home, my mom slaps the heck out of me. And, you know, it goes that, you know, it turns out the black people aren't supposed to wear the Confederate flag.
Oh. You're a black kid, and you wanted to be a white Southern boy.
Well, I wasn't educated in the ways of hatred back then. All
Yeah.
I knew is I liked that car, I liked the flag.
Right.
And I got a belt buckle. And, you know, hard dose of reality, guys.
She would have been better off seeing you in some Daisy Dukes.
I like Daisy Dukes, too.
She would have taken it better.
What do you think, Mikey?
It's a good story, Rob, but I've got to stay with Adam.
All right, guys.
See ya, Rob.
We do have a winner.
That's Adam.
Adam, who used to dress up like Geraldine, Flip Wilson's alter ego, and go around the neighborhood. So he picks up tickets to see Ozfest 2003, Friday, August 22nd at the Nissan Pavilion. Tickets on sale now at all Ticketmaster locations and online at cc.com.
I think that you should always be into bad music, have bad hairstyles, wear stupid clothes, so then when you look back at that period of your life, you remember it. And you should just hop into as many trends as you possibly can. Now, Fez, I know you were a big, I'm going to guess, Barbra Streisand fan.
I enjoy some Babs, sure.
All you guys are.
What do you mean, all us guys?
Oh, just that. Just that.
All us guys? Oh, you mean Floridians.
Right.
Sure. I'm with you.